Well, from Otley Shevin to Greenhead Park, this is Liz Green Live at breakfast here on BBC Radio Leeds. A very good morning to you. West Yorkshire's looking rather lovely this morning, a late summer day. We've got a full weather forecast for you in the next few minutes. And we're with you as the alarm has gone off in Chapeltown. Time to get up. As you switch the kettle on in Batley, you might be realising you're a bit low on milk in Castleford. You'll have to sort that one out. And good morning as you're walking the dog in Tong. And we're in your car on the West Yorkshire commute, morning Chain Bar. And good morning if you're on the M1. This is the world, the way we see it here in West Yorkshire.
At the heart of West Yorkshire,
BBC Radio Leeds. Of West Yorkshire.
Tweet at Liz Green Live.
BBC Radio Leeds.
It's 7:26. Good morning. Now then, one of life's wind-ups are cold callers. The phone rings and there's somebody at the other end wanting to sell you something. And you might... my trick, by the way, is I ask them for their home number and tell them I'll ring them later when they're having their tea. That normally gets rid of them, but it doesn't stop the calls, does it? But I'd like you to meet Lee Beaumont from Leeds. Hello, Lee.
Morning, Liz. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Not bad, love, not bad.
You have come up with a rather novel solution to deal with the cold callers. I think it's genius.
I think so.
Tell me what you've done.
It started in 2011. I was getting sick of the PPI calls. No matter what time of day it was, I was just getting bombarded with them. I thought there must be a way to make money out of this. So I was looking into phone numbers. In the end, I bought an 0871 phone number for the tenner. I attached it to my Leeds phone number, and then whenever that 08 number gets called, it comes through to me, and I make 70p a minute from that 10p call.
Do you keep them on a long time then?
Legally, I'm not allowed to, due to the regulations. But I can ask them to repeat themselves if it's not very clear at least 2 or 3 times.
Can you not? So what you've done is you've bought a premium rate number.
Yes.
But if they ring your Leeds landline, it's not going to the premium rate number, is it?
It's not, so no one has that normal Leeds number. 3 people have it, and that's my mother, my sister, and you.
OK, well, we won't be giving it out. But everyone else, cold callers, or when you fill a form in, because that's how they get the numbers, isn't it?
Yep.
They get the 0871 premium rate number.
Yep.
And how much do you reckon you have made on those calls in the last 9 months?
I have made just over £300.
Do you know? I'm so pleased for you.
Purely on annoying phone calls.
Do you know, it's, do they know? Well, they must know if they're ringing an 0871 number.
Well, when I first got it, the main point was to try and put them off. I didn't realise I would make so much money out of it. Because PPI companies, they just generate random UK phone numbers.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll get round this if I have an 08 number. But not. Because when my electricity, my gas supplier, my telecom supplier, I've all got my 08 number. So they must be selling my details on, or maybe not selling them on, just passing them on if I had not ticked a silly box or something on a form.
All right. Have you had fewer cold calls since you put... You have?
I used to get about 30 a month. This month I've only had 16 so far. So it is getting less, but I am making money.
We had a word with the phone regulator, Phone Pay Plus. They're not too pleased with you, actually, Lee.
They're not.
No. They say all premium rate providers must meet the consumer protection outcomes set out in our code, including legality, transparency in pricing, fairness, privacy, avoidance of harm and complaint handling. And that means clearly informing every person or organisation that the number provided of the cost per minute of the call. It goes on and on and on. But basically they say premium rate numbers are not designed to be used in this way, and we would strongly discourage any listener from adopting this idea. They would be liable under our code for any breaches and subsequent fines as a result.
Well, they've not told me to stop, because I'm not physically breaking the law.
Right, so you're not going to be breaking their code of conduct? I'm not
breaking their code, because I publicise my number in 2 ways. The first way is on the bottom of my email signature. And of course I put on the bottom of my email signature, calls to my number cost 10p per minute from BT landlines, mobile and Bavaria, all that palaver. I also advertise it in the BT phone book. and they put in the back of their phone book, calls to this number at so-and-so minute. So I only advertise it 2 ways, and I'm covered both ways.
Right.
The regulators aren't happy.
Okay.
I've
No,
got
they're
around
not.
it.
No, they're not. Well, I'm glad you're getting fewer calls. I do think it's a rather genius or ingenious way of stopping them, and you've made 300 quid.
Yep, can't be bad.
Lee Beaumont. You go, boy.
Thank
you. He's a self-employed web designer. He runs a charity called Stop Self-Harm, and that's his solution to stopping the cold calls. Thank you for the statement from Phone Pay Plus.